Hi, and welcome to the academic advising component of your GRCC New Student Orientation. Today we're going to navigate the GRCC catalog together, as well as your pre-advising worksheets that were sent to you via email after you registered for New Student Orientation. Additionally, we will review transfer guides for any students who have transferring in their plans. So to begin, let's take a peek at that advising worksheet that was sent to you via email after registration. The worksheet is completed, personalized, based off of what you shared with us for the pathway you plan to pursue while you're at GRCC, as well as any AP credit you've earned, where you think you might transfer, and the test scores we received from your ACTs, SATs, or when you completed the AccuPlacer and LOPE tests with GRCC. We take all of that information and make recommendations on your courses for your Priority 1 and Priority 2. Priority 1 can be reviewed as Semester 1 at GRCC. Priority 2 can be reviewed as Semester 2. You'll note that we recommended 4 courses for both Priority 1 and then 4 courses for Priority 2. This is what a full-time student would take. If you are a student with other commitments that will have you attending school part-time, please plan to take anywhere from 1 to 3 of those courses based off of your workload and other commitments outside of school. An advisor may have also placed advising notes at the bottom here if we needed additional information from you to make recommendations. All right, so from this worksheet, we will go out to the GRCC catalog. Once you've navigated to grcc.edu, go ahead and click on Current Students. From Current Students, click on our catalog. Here you're going to see Academic Pathways and Programs, Course Descriptions, and the Michigan Transfer Agreement. Those are the 3 tabs we'll use today in the catalog to help you better understand the courses you're taking at GRCC and why you're taking those courses. So when we click on the Academic Pathways and Programs, you'll see that it's set up by pathway. So you've declared a specific pathway with us, or there's a pathway you think you're going to pursue at this time, and that's how we made your course recommendations, as I previously mentioned. But let's explore a pathway together. I'm going to explore the business pathway today with you. At the beginning of this pathway, you'll notice there's a brief description of what students can expect to be pursuing within this pathway at GRCC. Students might earn the pathway degree with a business concentration, resulting in an Associate of Arts degree if they've completed all of the requirements. Students might earn a career program, and you might also hear that termed as a workforce program or degree. Those are going to be associates in business degrees or certificates. And then there are transfer programs. These are programs that are specific to an area and sometimes specific to a school if we've created an articulated program with that four-year partner. Let's start with the pathway degree. We first give a brief explanation regarding academic placements and what courses can be paired with specific placements but still fall within this pathway. And then we move into Priority 1 courses. You'll notice the Priority 1 courses are made up of both general education courses and courses specific to your academic program. This is allowing students to start on their gen eds, but also to start exploring the field that you think you're most interested in. You'll see this continue down through Priority 2 through the rest of your degree requirements. This also gives an overview of what to expect as far as general education, what makes up our general education, and then the program courses and how you can review your progress. Associate of Arts degrees, these pathway degrees in particular, are 60 credits. Then we go back to back to the pathway here, and we look at the career programs. Career programs are listed here, as I mentioned before, as Associates of Business degrees or certificates. Let's take a look at accounting. You'll see here first the general education for accounting in a workforce degree is 15 credits, made up of English composition, 2 classes, 1 humanities class, 1 social science, and 1 natural science or math. When you want to know what you may take as a humanities, you can click on these hyperlinks, and we provide a list of courses that count as humanities. If you go and you click on one of the courses, you can also get a course description. Within the course description, you'll see the credit hours that you'll receive for the course and also the number of hours per week that this class meets. You can also see any prerequisites that this course might have, noting that this one says none, but it would show you and provide you a hyperlink if a course had one. And then we'll scroll down and we'll see the program courses that are specific to this degree. These courses are all required for the degree, and then you'll see any elective classes that you might be able to take to finish and get to 60 credits for the Associates of Business degree. We also have certificates within those career or workforce programs. You'll notice that the certificates do not have a general education component because these are designed to get you the content you need for the experience in the specific field you're looking for to begin looking for entry-level work. Certificates can be applied toward an associate's degree in business using those elective criteria spaces. From the career programs, we have transfer programs. This is a general pre-business AA transfer degree. You'll note this is set up very similarly to the pathway degree with 30 credits of general education. Through the 30 credits, 2 are English composition and communications courses, 2 are humanities courses, 2 social sciences, 2 natural sciences, 1 with a lab, and 1 mathematics course. We'll talk a little bit more about this later and what is called the Michigan Transfer Agreement, or the MTA, and how these pieces overlap with each other. Those gen eds, again, are 30 credits of the entire 60 credit associate's degree. So where the other 30 credits come in are your programmatic courses. We want you to choose these courses based off of the institution where you're transferring. If you told us where you were transferring when you registered for orientation, we specifically recommended the courses based off of what that four-year institution would like to see. If an institution was not provided, we gave the recommendations based off of the top transfer criteria at our top transfer institutions, still using the pre-business requirements here. Blending the 30 credits of general education and the program courses of 30 credits, a student would get to 60 credits to also earn an associate's degree. Associate's degrees are like pies. So we can take a peek at these pie charts here to see that the degrees that we are calling career and workforce to get to the 60 credits are going to be 45 credits of program, 15 credits of general education. When we look at transfer degrees, because the transfer degree is to help you get to your bachelor's degree, we have the entire pie as a bachelor's degree, so 120 plus credits. But the left side here in green and red is what you will plan to complete at GRCC. 30 credits being your general education, or the Michigan Transfer Agreement, MTA, and 30 credits being program courses, electives, or specified courses. Let's take a look at that MTA that I have mentioned here previously. We're going to go back to the catalog, and when we're on the catalog page, we'll click on the Michigan Transfer Agreement. Everything in the Michigan Transfer Agreement should be a C or better, as you'll note here above, and it's going to be 30 credits at minimum. Those 30 credits are again made up of an English 101 class, and then English 102 or Com 131 or Com 135. These courses you should take based off of what your transfer institution is looking for on their degree completion. An advisor can always help you if you're not sure. Then you need 2 humanities classes. The humanities start from art history and go all the way down to theater. Your courses that you choose from here should be from 2 different disciplines. So an art history and an English literature, or foreign language and a history. Please just don't take 2 from the same discipline. And you'll also see these special notes above. Then we scroll down to social sciences. Again, 2 different disciplines for 2 different social sciences, anthropology down to sociology. An important thing to note here is some academic majors are going to predetermine your social sciences. We have written those in for you. If they are predetermined on your worksheet, we would write what they were. If they are not predetermined, we will say choose a social science elective, and we will simply just write social science. After the social sciences, we have mathematics. These are the MTA approved math classes that GRCC offers. Students take the ALEX test placement in their online student center or at the time of admission to determine which math class they will start with here at GRCC. Then you go to your natural sciences with a lab. So everyone will choose at least one natural science with a lab, from astronomy down to physical science. Your second science class may have a lab or it may not have a lab. Regardless of whether or not the second one has a lab, please make sure your science classes also come from 2 different disciplines if you're completing the Michigan Transfer Agreement. Finally, in this catalog, please note the course codes and descriptions. At this link, you can see all things related to the specific courses that you might take here at GRCC. So if you click on a course, as I mentioned before, it'll show you the credits you're going to earn for the course, the number of hours per week you can expect to be in that course, and then any prerequisites that are required to get into the course. Now that we've completed the overview of the catalog for today, we'll visit a transfer guide. Please navigate back to grcc.edu. Navigate to current students, academic advising. From the academic advising page, go ahead and click on transfer out. Here you will see view guides and course equivalencies. These transfer guides are created by our 4-year partners for students who are attending GRCC with plans to transfer onto one of these institutions. The schools also provide important transfer info at the separate links that you will see here. We first have our public 4-year institutions and then our private 4-year institutions in the state of Michigan. I will give you an example of 2 different transfer guides just so we can see how they vary and how they're set up and what information is provided. So I'm going to go to GVSU Transfer Guides by Major. We'll go to Grand Rapids Community College and we will click on Business. You'll see here that they've set it up semester by semester as though a student is attending full-time. So they've given 4 classes that a student can take, in some cases 5. On average, that is what a full-time student would take, and that is why they have set it up in this format. They've also provided additional information at the bottom that they want students to know about any general education requirements, academic advising needs, or specific business programs in this case that they also want you to be informed about. That is an example of a program that would allow a student to stay at GRCC for 2 years or 4 semesters of full-time coursework. If we navigate back to the transfer guides, we can also view Ferris State University's transfer guides by major. And we go to transfer guides, bachelor's degrees. And I'm just going to stick with business for now because it's what we've been looking at. But you may navigate to yours if you see it here. Business administration, transfer guide. And you'll see that Ferris does it in a list format, starting first with your general education and working their way down into the business-specific coursework that they want a student to take if they're starting with us here at GRCC. Navigating all of this information is going to be new to you. Take your time and review it, and then please let an academic advisor know if you have any questions. You may email us at advising@grcc.edu, and we will get back with you as soon as possible.